Hello my friends, welcome back to the kitchen at Thuya Hill. I'm really glad to have you here today because we are going to be making a recipe that should be a delight to your families. At least it is to mine. We're going to be making a homemade coconut chocolate mint ice cream, and I'm really excited to show you how to make it. It's very easy, the ingredients are quite minimal, and I think that you'll really enjoy it. So let's go ahead and get started. So the ingredients you will need for this recipe are, of course, coconut milk. You can use regular milk if you prefer, but I'm going to be using coconut milk today because I have an abundance of it. You're going to need 3 cans of coconut milk, about 1/4 cup of honey or sweetener of your choice, and then I have here a little over 1 cup of sea salt chocolate pieces that I have crushed up. So this is going to add sweetness to our ice cream as well, so you won't need as much sweetener. If you are omitting the chocolate in this recipe, you will want to add a bit more honey. Just keep that in mind. And then the missing ingredient is mint. So we're going to be adding about 1/2 cup of chopped mint. And as you can see, I don't have it here. So we actually have to go out to the garden and pick some. The mint in my herb garden is prolific and spreading, and so I need to use some of it to make room for more herbs in my garden. So we'll pick some mint and then we'll come back and we'll get started on making our ice cream. Come on, let's go. All right, here's my mint. There's a lot of mint in the garden. There's a lot of bees right now. It smells so good. As you can see, some of it is going to seed, but it's still prolific and it's growing like crazy right now. So hopefully with me picking some of this, it'll make some more room for some new growth. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and wash these leaves and then I'll just chop them up. And then we'll get started on our ice cream. Okay, so to chop these leaves up, I'm going to take them off of the stem and chop them into small pieces. And then that way they will be incorporated into our ice cream more efficiently. I love the smell of mint. I think it's just such a great addition to so many things. It's one of my favorite herbs in the garden, and thankfully it is not difficult to grow. Although at the beginning of the season, something was eating my mint. And so I did have to replant it, which was kind of bizarre. I've never had that happen before. But honestly, with gardening, you just never know. And there's always something to be learned, and it's good for the soul. All right. When I lived in Italy many years ago, we used to eat gelato on a nightly basis. We would literally just walk into the village and eat gelato after each dinner. And one of my favorite gelatos, I think I got it more often than any other flavor, was stracciatella. It's like a chocolate chip gelato. So this is a take on that with the addition of mint because I happen to love mint chip ice cream. It's one of my favorites. And so this is a take on the Italian stracciatella, obviously just adding mint. I think the mint adds a nice summery flavor to it as well. We've got our mint chopped up nice and finely, and we are ready to get on with our ice cream. So you certainly do not need an ice cream maker to make ice cream, but this makes it much more convenient. I have got the Cuisinart ice cream maker here. We're going to get the pre-frozen container that I have had in the freezer for several days, and then we're going to dump our ingredients into that. All right, so here is the pre-frozen container. We're going to stick it in like this, and we're going to get on adding our ingredients. So obviously coconut milk separates a little bit, which is just fine, but I might need a spoon. This is a great alternative to regular dairy milk ice cream for those that have allergies. We're able to do regular ice cream, but because I have so much coconut milk on hand, I thought this would be a great way to use it up on a hot summer day. All right, there's my 3rd can of coconut milk. Now we're going to put in our crushed chocolate pieces. The pieces are all different sizes, but this is my take on the stracciatella part of the ice cream. We're going to put that in. And I'm going to add about 1/4 cup of raw honey. If you didn't have the chocolate chips, you might add more because obviously The chocolate chips add to the sweetness. Okay, all right, and last we're gonna add our mint. All right, now on top of that, we're gonna add our little attachment. I'm just gonna stick it right down into the mixture. And this is gonna be what blends everything together. Now the lid goes on, and it's gonna run for between 15 and 20 minutes. All right, it's been about 25 minutes. I let it go a little bit longer, and our ice cream is done. It looks fantastic. So I'm gonna take the lid off now. I bought these nifty little ice cream containers from Amazon. We have so much coconut milk, and I'll be making so much ice cream for the remainder of the summer that I thought this would just be a convenient way to store it. They stack really well. You can label them. So these are what I will be storing our coconut mint chip ice cream in. So the ice cream is nice and firm. It looks beautiful. Now I'm going to scoop this into our containers here, but I'm also going to scoop myself a nice bowl. You could make this with regular cow's milk if you wanted. You really could make a variety of flavors. This would be really good with a variety of fruits added. Of course, herbs are always good to add in. You could add thyme or sage or lavender. The possibilities are pretty endless. So I have got our containers all prepared now, and I'm going to go ahead and label these so that I remember what they are. So we'll put mint chip coconut ice cream. Okay, we've got our containers ready for the freezer, and now I am going to scoop myself a little bowl. Looks really good. I'm going to give myself another mint leaf, just for beauty. And voila, coconut mint chip ice cream, great for a hot summer's day or even as just a wonderful dessert any time of year. I hope you enjoy, my friends. Goodbye for now. Thank you.